About how you can trade virtual stocks and movies on the Hollywood Stock Exchange. We've had a few segments on that. Now you can also buy shares of your favorite television shows. Joining me now with more from Los Angeles is Alex Costakis, Managing Director of Hollywood Stock Exchange. Good morning, Alex. Thanks as always for getting up early for us.
Good morning, Cheryl. How are you?
Good. So I was looking at you're trading the TV stocks as well, and you were saying that people have been handicapping a lot of the TV shows of the new seasons. Any names that we should know about?
Yeah, actually, it's a brand new section on Hollywood Stock Exchange, and we call it the Television Stock Exchange. And what it is a special section where we listed all the new shows that are debuting on the major networks this season. And so basically what it is a barometer for people's anticipation of how well a show will do in the season. How many episodes, basically, will the shows appear on its premiering network? Okay,
and then, so I was going to say, Pushing Daisies, I was looking at your site. Pushing Daisies just got more episodes added to it. That's the ABC show. And so it was trading between $8.99 and $15.23. So now that it's gotten another few episodes, it's trading higher, correct?
Right, exactly. And so what we do is this. When a show is put on the exchange, it's either put on at $4, $6, or $8 Hollywood dollars. And that means the share price basically means the number of episodes that will appear. So for Pushing Daisies, for example, at one point it hit about $8 Hollywood dollars, but it's shot up now to 17. What traders are basically saying is that the show is going to go the long run. It's just gotten picked up again for another, I think it's 11 episodes or so, for a total of 22. So when it's trading now at 17, traders are pretty much saying it's going to go the long way.
The other one that kind of surprised me was that show Cavemen, that's also on ABC, which I don't think it got very good reviews when it first started, but it's picking up on your site, correct?
Yeah, the cavemen are starting to appeal to their audience. There's no doubt about that. But, you know, that's one of the stocks that has been fluctuating quite a bit. After the first or second episode or so, it really kind of tanked. But it's since come back, and so I think the show is starting to appeal to an audience. A real good example, though, is if you look at Fox's Back to You. I mean, that's another example where we have a show that's been recently picked up for more episodes, and that stock is now trading at about 15 Hollywood dollars or so. It's in vying for the second highest position on the exchange.
Who would have thought that news anchors could be interesting TV? But I guess people like that show, and it's on Fox, so of course we have to say good things about that show. So let me ask you this: there was a show that debuted, Viva Laughlin. I think people were singing in this show, if I'm not mistaken, and it is canceled. So what do you do with that stock once the show is canceled?
Yeah, that's the Hugh Jackman star, and that show, unfortunately, didn't quite do so well. And so what traders were saying at the point before it was canceled was they had it at 1.9 Hollywood dollars, meaning that they expected it to go about 2 episodes. After its second episode, it was in fact announced as a cancellation, and so the stock was then delisted, and it delisted at about 2.3. So pretty much traders pegged that it wouldn't get beyond its second episode.
What kind of feedback do you get from Hollywood? I mean, you're in LA. Do you get a lot of people from the studios coming up and talking to you about your site?
We do. In fact, one of the things that we have, obviously, is a research business, and so we definitely answer any questions that come in or are presented to us, but we typically channel this into either a research relationship. I mean, there's a lot of data that comes off of the exchange, and so that's the value add, essentially, from a business perspective. Otherwise, it's entirely entertaining, no doubt about it, for the person who comes to trade, but there is a business component, and that's what we do here in Hollywood.
Well, how many people, well, it is show business, as it's my favorite phrase, so how many people actually trade these stocks? I mean, how many users do you have?
Okay, since we started, about 1.7 million registered users. On a daily basis, about 15 to 20,000 traders come and trade, and they execute about 40 to 50,000 trades. Now, when you take that down to a volume metric measure, like how many shares are traded, we're talking about billions of shares. And so it is a rather large exchange, though it's in the virtual environment. It pulls in a lot of traffic.
All right, Alex Costakis at the Hollywood Stock Exchange. Thanks, Alex. Appreciate it.